One thing racists keep trying to do is normalize the N-word. And I feel like people usually ignore how weird that is. Out of all the words in the world, that's the only one they keep trying to get access to. Not because they need it, and not because they don't understand why it's wrong. They only want it because black people told them they can't have it. And that right there should tell you everything. When somebody keeps reaching for something after you told them no, it's not confusion, it's disrespect.
Why can I not say the N-word?
Who told you that you can't say it?
Will you give me permission now to
No.
say the N-word?
No.
No, why not? Why can I not now say the N-word?
Joseph.
Because I want to.
We're not religious.
Because I want
Joseph,
to.
listen. We're not religious people.
I really want to.
Joseph,
Okay.
listen. We're not religious people. If you came to attack us, we would not watch you and turn the other cheek. We would deal with you accordingly.
With what I'm explaining, you can step out and I will mark you truant, okay? Do you want to do that?
Why are you truant? My teacher
explain.
said the N-word in the Bible.
I am trying
That's
to
why.
explain.
Let's go get my grade.
I am trying to explain. I am not calling anybody that word. I just said that word. It's just as if I wanted to say asparagus. That's a word.
No. That's not a racial slur. You're an asparagus.
I'm not calling anybody a beater or a nigger or anything.
Now it's just a word, or why are you so mad? Somebody says the N-word, black people react, and all of a sudden they act shocked. Now it's just a word, or why are you so mad? No, we're not doing that. If it was really just a word, they wouldn't be this attached to it. Nobody fights this hard over something they claim not to care about. But that's the part they don't want to admit. They want the word normalized because they want the disrespect normalized. They want to be able to use it around black people, then act like we're the problem for reacting. No, they know exactly what they're doing. But notice something, they don't do this with any other group. You don't see them fighting this hard to say slurs aimed at anybody else. They don't build arguments around why they should be allowed to disrespect other races. But when it comes to black people, now they need everybody to understand why this one boundary should not apply to them. That's not a coincidence. That's selective disrespect.
I don't think black people have a right to tell white people or Hispanics what they can and cannot say. And that means if the black person wants to use the N-word, that means a white person also can use the N-word, because all lives matter, not just Black Lives Matter. So with that said, the fact that they're trying to sue this woman, this white woman, they're trying to take her kid away from her because she used the N-word, just shows you how toxic cancel culture is. And this is a great case as to how we need to stop cancel culture. It is anti-American, it is anti-free speech, and if you can say the N-word, so can I, whether you like it or not. It doesn't affect your freedom, but you're sure affecting mine by telling me that I can't say it because I'm not black. So, make the N-word great again.
They know black people are expected to be forgiving. They know people expect us to keep explaining ourselves like grown adults don't already understand basic respect. And that's the game. They keep pushing the line because they want black people to let our guard down. They're not trying to protect freedom of speech. They're trying to get us to stop reacting so they can use the word in regular conversations like it was never connected to anything terrible. And that's not happening. Now this is where they try to get slick. They'll say, well, black people say it, okay, and that does not mean everybody gets to say it. There are things people say inside their own community that outsiders do not get to weaponize and throw back at them. That's just how things work. And they know that. They understand boundaries perfectly fine when it comes to themselves. But when black people set a boundary, now everybody is confused. Now it needs a breakdown. Now they need a history lesson. But no, you don't, because you already understand why you shouldn't say it. You just don't like being told not to by black people. That's really what this is. Because the word itself is not the only issue. It's the entitlement behind it. It's that weird need to access something black people already told you not to touch.
Are you black?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm Cuban.
Oh.
Good. Let's go to bear.
I just heard you said my was like,
Nah, Guichi, bye-bye.
huh?
Guichi, Cuban, born and raised in Cuba.
No, you said though.
Yeah,
was like,
I say that word. Yeah, I say. Yeah.
Why, though?
You're not from me. That's how. Are you recording me? That's crazy. You're weird as hell for that.
Yeah.
But all right, in Miami, I'll explain this. In Miami, every Cuban, we don't get heat with it.
I'm gonna tell you something though. You should not say that word though.
No,
I mean, bro,
our
you shouldn't.
grandma's
I
black.
say
Our
it.
grandma's full black.
But y'all not black though.
Nah, I don't
So you
know.
shouldn't say it. Like if there was a Cuban slang or slur, I would never say
That's
that.
how Cubans say it. We say it was.
But it's
You guys have cigarettes?
Yeah, he got one. Oh,
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
wait, what did they say? He was like, my.
I'm just telling you, it's not cool.
I mean, it's not about a matter of being cool. Like, nobody tells me
I'm just
shit
saying,
about
it's
it.
disrespectful though.
To who?
To black people.
So why do the black people here not give if I
Who
say
else
it?
is black? What are
No,
you?
not here. I'm saying wherever I say
Because
it.
they're stupid.
Oh, so everyone else is stupid, but you're not. That's what I'm hearing.
The black people
So
who
you
think
sound
it's
racist.
okay
So
for you
no,
to say,
up because you're saying the black people that say it's okay when you say it.
I'm black.
Okay, but the black people here say it's okay when I say it.
They can't give
Because
you a
I come
pass.
from a minority, actually a bigger minority than you.
They can't give you a pass.
But I'm a bigger minority.
What's a
than
bigger
you.
minority?
You didn't lose anything because you can't say a slur, I promise you. But this is what really exposes them. They'll say, if you don't want us saying it, then nobody should say it. No, that's not how this works. You don't get to decide what black people do with a word that's been used against us. You don't get to watch black people take something painful, flip it inside our own community, and then treat it like your invitation to join in. Because you're not joining in. The only thing you're doing is crossing a line. And they already know that too. This doesn't have to be explained. That's why they move so weird around the word. They whisper it, spell it different, type around it, or say, I almost said it, because deep down, they already know they shouldn't. But why almost? If it's so harmless, say it around the wrong black person and stand on it. But they don't want to do that. They want to be able to disrespect us without any consequences. When they hide behind free speech, the real issue is obvious. They want to use racist language and not be judged for it. And the crazy thing is, nobody's confused about the history of the word. People can pretend all day, but they know what it means, they know where it came from, and why black people don't play about the word. But at the end of the day, they just don't care. And when black people call it out, here comes the manipulation. Now we're too sensitive. Now we're the ones making everything about race, or we're the ones dividing people. But no, the division started when you decided disrespecting black people was something worth defending. That's on you. Personally, I've never felt the need to use racial slurs against any group of people. Whites, Asians, Hispanics, those words aren't even in my vocabulary. I don't think about them. And that just goes to show you that a lot of this comes down to control. They want to say the word, then control how black people respond to it. They want to provoke us, then act innocent when we push back. It's the same pattern, different day. That's why we're never normalizing it. Not because we're scared of a word, but because we see what they're trying to do.
He said, why are black people so controlled by a word?
Why are racists so controlled by a color? Perhaps they are new to this here planet, but words mean things. Welcome to the concept of language. I can't believe this has to be explained to anyone over the age of 5, that words are used to communicate messages, stories, form civilizations and societies. Wars have been started because of an exchange of words. God sends people to hell over words, not their pigment, their words. So by their logic, God, I guess, is chimping out too. This is why he said in Proverbs, there is power in the tongue, and the tongue has the power of life and death. God cast Lucifer out of heaven because of his words, when he too practiced the sin of supremacy. James says the same mouth people use to praise God is often used to curse human beings made in God's image. I tell you, on the day of judgment, people will give account for every careless word they speak. This is how important even God views words. So I guess God is controlled by words too. Why do black people have a reaction to violent language? Oh, I don't know. Because they're human. The same way a bigot's mother would have a reaction to a complete stranger approaching them on the street and calling them a cunt. The same way an Asian or a Latino would have a reaction to derogatory slurs about their ethnic group. The same way your boss would have a reaction if you called them something disgusting and vile, or your mother, or your pastor. They are human beings.
It starts with, it's just a word. And then it turns into, why can't we just say it whenever we want? And the answer is simple. It's not yours. Black people said no. And your obsession with saying it proves exactly why you shouldn't. Nobody's stopping you from talking. We're just telling you that if you choose to disrespect black people are probably gonna respond. And you're not gonna like that response. That's the part they hate. They aren't looking for understanding. And they definitely aren't asking in good faith. They're looking for permission to be disrespectful without dealing with the reaction that comes behind it. And we're not giving them that. Stay safe out here, y'all.